Hey everyone, Chris Mattson here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add decals to your Solidworks models. Let's do it. So what we want to do in this video then is get a decal to appear on this button. We're going to put a 1 on the green button and a 2 on the red button, and I'll show you now how to do that. So the way I like to do that is to go up to this bar that's right up here, the Command Manager bar, and you want to find Render Tools. Now, if yours doesn't have render tools, like mine doesn't have render tools right now, what you do is you right-click on it and go to Tabs and go find Render Tools and turn it on, which we just did. On this button, I want to edit a decal. So I want to create a decal and edit it. And what I want to do in this case then is start to do all the stuff that it says right here. The first thing that I need to do is find the image. So I'm going to browse for my image, and the image I am going to browse for is, in this example, we're going to take this 1. Okay. And we'll come back to some of these details that are over here in a second, but it is important to know that I want the 1 to only appear on this display state. I don't want it to appear on all the display states. So I'm going to leave that the way it is. I'm going to come in here to mapping. It's asking me what surface I'm going to put this on. I'm going to put it on this surface that's right here. And I can see there's part of an image. This is showing the white right there. Part of that image is there. Now, I don't want to do a spherical mapping. I want to do a projection mapping. Okay, and this is going to project a 1 onto that surface. But right now that 1 is all the wrong size. So we're going to come over here and shrink this. And look, we are starting to see a 1 that's there. Also, we can see that the 1 is backwards. Okay, so we're going to have to figure out how to do that. Mirror vertically. No. Mirror horizontally. Yes, that's what we want. We can also see that we're not very adjusted, and we see a portion of the image is showing up back here again. So what we can do is adjust the location of this in increments that are smaller than that. Okay, so right now it's going in sort of increments of 10 millimeters, as you can see on the side. But I can switch this to -5. Okay, that was not -5. -5, for example, and that does something slightly different with it. We can also change the size of this. So that's one of the things I want to do right now, because my 1 is stretching all the way around the bottom, and I got to figure out why that's happening in just a second. But before I do that, I think I'm going to just go back over to image for a minute, see if we can get rid of the black that's behind this. If we use the alpha image, or the image alpha channel, this gets rid of the background on a PNG. So in this case, that's feeling pretty good. We just still have the 1 sort of wonky in terms of how long it's hanging out there. So let's decrease its size a little bit more. Okay, that seems to be as far as that wants to go. Not sure why that's as far as it wants to go. Okay, there we go. That's a 1. Now, let's see what's going on here. Still not liking the fact that we're seeing this thing here. And I'm not entirely sure what that is. But if I take off my mirror horizontally, that's still on there. And if I move its location just a little bit, let's see which one's the location. Up here's the location, -6. I've got to click outside of this for it to update. Okay, we made a connection there I didn't want to make, so let's go to -4. Okay, that's looking a little bit better, but part of our problem might be the idea of this projection. Now, I'm pretty sure that I like having the projection on. It's usually a good one, but I might be like super spherical here, and that might not be great. So let's see what happens if I can adjust this. Can I adjust this? Let's find out. It's good to just experiment with these things. Okay, that one I don't like. Label doesn't seem to be working well. It is spherical that we're trying to project onto, so maybe it would make sense to do that. Let's find out. I can take this and I can just move it around, and there's my 1. Okay, and I can get this one, put it up here. Okay, and that's looking a little better than what we had before. I need to flip this around, yep. And then I also need to make this a little bit bigger. And to make it bigger, I can do that right here. Okay. But I'm not really liking how that's looking. So let's see if we can adjust this at all. Okay, 0 degrees that way. Not sure what the best one is for this. Maybe it's around there. Okay, and then the size is too big. So I'm coming in here and adjusting that. Okay, and it looks like I need to do this by hand, i.e. type it in, because it's the increments that it scrolls at is not great. So maybe we go to 8. Okay, now for some reason, part of my 1 is cut off. I'm not entirely sure why that's happening. So not liking that. So that's at least one option, but I'm going to go back over to the projection and see what we're looking like. And actually, that is what I want it to look like right there. So not entirely sure why we didn't have that before, but I'm going to just go with that, except I want to move it over a little bit. Okay, let's see if I can grab this. Okay, this is moving at increments that are too big, so let's go -2. Yeah, that's what I'm liking right there. So I'm going to remember that my height here is 23. I'm going to move this to 23, get to a nice round number. Then I'm going to try to put my 2 at 23 on my next one. Okay, we're gonna go for that for now. Let's save this thing in case we did something that was extra useful. Okay, now if I go into my default, I should not have a 1 on it, and the button here should not have a 2 on it. But we're going to put one on this one. So edit decal. We're going to go browse for this. Desktop, class examples, get the 2 on there. We wanted to use the decal mask image alpha channel. Okay, I'm not sure why I'm not seeing a preview there. Okay, then we want to apply it to just this display state, so that's good. Then we want to project onto this surface. At least I can see the logo is down there a little bit, so that's great. I want to go back for projection, which is what I sort of had wanted to do to begin with. And then I thought I brought this down to, what was that, 38? Okay, well 38's too big. I don't remember what it was that I wrote a few minutes ago. 33, 32. Okay, that's too big. Okay. So first of all, we're going to have to mirror horizontally in order to get that to work right. Then we need to make this bigger. Oh, it's 23. I think it was 23. 23. Okay. This is not looking right, obviously, but this is part of the process, is to just sort of work this stuff out. When we did this before, we had moved over to spherical, and we had sort of messed around with that. Let's try that for a second. Go ahead, this one more like around 90. Okay, can't see my image at this point. There's my 2, down to 0. Flip this thing. That was putting that in a fair spot. This is a little bit too small. That's a little bit bigger. We're going to have to adjust these sizes in a minute. I'm going to move back over to the projection. Now we're getting that to look a little bit more like we want. Now, frankly, why I had to go to spherical and then to projection, I'm not entirely sure, but I am asking Solidworks to map this image onto a surface, and it might need a little bit of guidance as it's doing that. Okay, so there's our 2 at 23 millimeters high, which is basically what we had done with the 1. It doesn't look super great, but it is probably what we're going to have to go with for now. Okay, so let's just see here. Number 2, there's number 1. Let's look at this from this perspective. There's 1, and there's 2. Okay, this image is a little choppy in this area, not entirely sure why, but it is. Those seem to be about the same height. Yeah, so I'm just going to go with those for now and say that that is how we were able to project the image, the decal, onto these parts. What I'm going to do in the next video is I'm going to assemble these into an assembly and show how we can switch the configurations around. See you in the next video.